Good morning, everyone. This is StoleYaSweetroll. We're coming to you with a live broadcast. We're a little build and chill today, using a different microphone, so things might sound a little different. I don't have any audio feedback on this one, so yeah. Been a good while since I've live streamed. Missed everyone, so it's it's interesting. Haven't had a whole lot of motivation to play 76. It's been an interesting last month, to say the least. But hey, we're here today. We're going to build something. I don't know what we're going to build yet. We're going to check out the Atomic Shop. There were some new things added in that I haven't bought yet, and here we might give them a go. So a lot of potential with this Fire Watchtower. So we're going to do something with this today. I don't know what yet, but we're going to build something with this Fire Watchtower. So let's go ahead and buy this. And we'll swing over into a private server and see what we can do with it. So let's get a different character here. And let's get going. If you guys got any questions about things that you don't know how to do on building, just be sure to drop them in the comment section. Let me know what you need help with, want help with, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Just waiting on this loading. Anybody else tired of the Mothman music? Because I am. I'm ready for him to get this. Just let's move past it. All right. Do. I know it's kind of weird coming out of the blue with a build and chill live stream without letting anybody know about it in advance. I apologize for that. Anybody that I've caught off guard this morning. But heck, I figured we'll get on here, play a little bit today, and try to build something. Do. All right. Let's get going with this. So, we got this guy right here. He has an empty camp slot that we can mess with. So let's go build something amazing, or not so amazing. We'll see how it goes. What do I have in my YT test? Well, whatever. I don't know. Oh, I know what's in that slot. Never mind. Alright. Where to build? I know of a spot that is pretty cool. I think it's Sylvian Sons Logging Camp. We're going to travel out to the east of Sylvian Sons. There's a ridge that has a phenomenal view. I think that's what we're going to build our watchtower at. And what we're going to do with it, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to try to build like maybe some sort of lore-friendly, reinforced, built up, like a little settlement. Somebody's moved in and, they found this watchtower and they've repurposed it. Maybe they're, I don't know. Maybe they're like a radio enthusiast. And let's just see. Let's go east. I need to remap my controller here. Alright, there we go. Alright. To the east. And I think a little bit south. This should be the spot right up here. Yep, this is it. This is the spot. Nice and clear. There's it's a little bit of a hill, but this small flat area up here might be just the right amount of land to get that watchtower down. And like I said about this view, it is just spectacular overlooking the mire, so I think this is a really good spot for this camp to be built. So let's give it a go, see what we can come up with. Oh, I gotta place my camp. Alright. Just kinda put that away here. What's happening, Mystic Storm? How are you doing this morning? It's good to hear from you. I swear, I think I've forgotten how to play this game. My fingers are just fumbling all over the controller. I can't remember how to do anything. It's mildly embarrassing. Let's see. Okay, I think this is good enough. Am I sure I want to place Camp 12? Sure I do. Alright. Now, let's move this out of the way. And let's see. Get that over there. And let's go to our prefabs and see what the hubbub is about with this fire watchtower. It's a little short in stature, but you know that's all right. I get why they had to make it so short, especially with how the build height in this game works. You think you can only go 5 up and 5 down, so this tower looks to be right at the least, it's 3 high, at the least. So they got it this height for a reason, so you can build, if you wanted to place this on, you know, level ground, you know, on the standard build height, if they gave us like a super tall fire tower, you wouldn't even be able to build in it because your camp radius wouldn't be able to reach all the way up. So building a Sonic drive-in, I hear you. Drive-in restaurant would be fun to build. I did a restaurant build a good while ago. That was well, it was more like a truck stop, I guess. It was like a gas station / restaurant. I think I want to have the door come out facing this ridge, so we need to turn this around. Alright. Drop this down like so. Oh. I think Jonah's talking in his sleep. Alright. Let's see. Try to angle this just right. I think, yeah, this is good. So, what am I going to do with this place? Move it away from these rocks a little bit, because the idea I got, let's see what it looks like when I break it to start off. So let's go to our traps. Defenses, turrets, and traps go down, and of course I don't have the perks on? Do I? It says I can't build it. Why can't I build it? So next, it requires home to... Okay, let me just check my perks. Whoops, wrong button. Alright. Let's see. Perks. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Fireproof is on. Home defense is not on. Okay, let's do let's see covert operative off. Don't need that. Oh, you know what? I need to put on my ability perks because, let's face it, nobody wants to waste their materials. So there we go. Good thing that I had to stop myself there to fix the trap situation, because I would have been running with consuming way more supplies than I wanted to. So we're going to burn this and see how it looks when it's broken, and if we're going to have any build restrictions with this prefab while it's broken. It'll probably say I can't build on top of it because, yeah, of course. There was a patch a good while back. Wow. Okay, so this stuff does not disappear. Wait, where did all of this come from? I mean, all that's broken off of it. I mean, I guess. Okay, now it's all gone. Okay, cool deal. So nothing really disappears when it's broken, and I can't build on top of it when it's in disrepair. So that's not going to be a whole lot of good in building this. Let me see what happens with flooring on top of this. Can I get floors to snap in over? Of course, I may have to do like a foundation flip thing. Measure out how big this footprint is. Gut feeling it looks like a 2x2 to be honest. And let's get this in here. Okay, I'm going crooked here, but that's okay. I'm just trying to measure it out. Think it's a 2x2. Come on, snap on. Yeah, it's dead on. It's a 2x2 foundation. So, okay. Okay, I got some ideas. I think I have some ideas. Lord, I hope I got ideas. Drawing some blanks here. Alright. Yeah, let's repair it. No sense keeping it broken. I wish this character had a jetpack. On the top of this... Oh! Let's see what the door is that comes with it. I'm sure it's got a door, so... Let's see what the door looks like. There's always a matching door. Usually there's a matching door. And so far I'm not seeing one, but I do have guests. You hear the footsteps pitter-pattering around. Alright. What's happening? What's happening there, 420? How you doing today? Long time no see, everyone. Good to see you guys and gals. Alright, so we're trying to see what the door is that came with this. Did a door come with the fire watchtower? Because so far, I'm not seeing anything new in regards to something that goes with this watchtower. I guess it's up to just picking something that looks like it matches. Kind of like the steel door. This looks like it would go with this. So don't want the door to open in or out. I think I'll have it open in. No door in the new tab. We'll check it out. See, yeah, just the fire watchtower and the red bungalow, which was the Fallout First thing. So I don't reckon they had a door for this. Go figure. I kind of like this one though, because we got the broken out glass on the tower. You get the broken out glass on the door, and it just looks very, you know, run down. Works for me. For now it does, at least. Now, for the game plan here. So I'm thinking, like I said, maybe a radio enthusiast. Maybe this guy's got like some radio equipment, and he's like a CB guy. He's trying to reach out across the wasteland. The red bungalow's a joke, isn't it? Just another reskin of another item that we've had. Yeah. But, I don't know. At least it's not a filing cabinet, so we got that going for us, which is good. Alright, so how to fix this up? Yeah, they are. Indeed. No stairs on this thing. This thing needs some stairs. So, what I think I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to trick the game into let me put in some stairs, and I'm going to try to build out, since this thing, like I said, it looks like a 2x2. I'm gonna try to build out. I wonder if can I move this with the door in it? That's what I thought. So I'm gonna have to delete the door and then move this. So let's go delete the door. I feel the pitter patter of little footsteps behind me or something. My kid's not up. House must be haunted. Better it was the cat. Alright. Okay, so we can move this. We've gotten so far on this build. So let's see. Get some floors out. Try to line them up with what we have here. And from there, come on, bring it back. Let's see. It's a little crooked. All right. Alright, let's see. We'll catch up with chat for a second here. SP Dude84, good to see you with us today. Tholeb, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. THOLEB. Good to see you today. Alexander Rain, good to have you with us as well. And let's see, getting this square here. Continue around. Hopefully I got this perfectly straight and I can go all the way around this with all these foundations. This is just kind of placeholders because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a foundation around, not a foundation, but like underpinning of sorts around this instead of having this concrete slab. Okay, so that works out great. So that's perfectly aligned. Don't think I can get... No, I can't. So the question is, with these foundations in place, it's a snug fit. But I think I can move this out and walk it back in. So we're going to move that out. And, yeah, where we put the stairs in. I think I'm gonna put the stairs on this corner right here. So we're gonna step this back one. So if you lower them a bit, you can actually fit 2 full-size walls. And like underneath this part right here, fit 2 full walls. Let's give that a shot. I didn't even think about enclosing the bottom. I can partially enclose the bottom. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. So, let's see. Okay, yeah. That's a thought. It's really tight. Alright, yeah, we'll give it a go. Give it a go. Let's see, so I'm gonna pull these in. Let's get these walls up here real quick. Cause you know what, yeah, lower them a bit. We'll lower them a bit, so... Grab this one. I need to go to the floors, and can I toggle snapping in a public world with these guys? Ain't that something? You know, what's crazy is if I go in custom worlds, I can toggle snapping on these foundations in the custom worlds. But I can't do that here in adventure. So, let's just move these out of the way so they don't snap. And I'm going to lower it down. I'm just going to snap to the inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use everybody's favorite walls to get this inner part. I'm going to use the barn walls. Like the barn walls have some interesting collision to them. The barn, the industrial, and oh lord, what was the other one? the contemporary wall set. And I think maybe even the haunted house set have the same collision aspects to them. So here's the game plan. Hoping. Just pull these foundations out, leaving these barn walls kind of floating in here. And once we have these guys floating in here, we're going to try to pull the tower back inside this inside part. And we'll just see if it'll snap in over these barn walls. This could be tricky getting it in there though, but I'm certainly going to give it a shot. Come on. Okay, so it definitely does not want to go in there. Alright. So here's the crazy thing. What I was thinking with the foundations, see, I can just snap these over. I was going to change these out to the shack walls. I wonder if this height is right to get too high. Could always put the walls on the reverse and do half walls. Yeah, alright, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I always do. It's usually funny how it goes whenever I build something on this game. It'll start out as a complete mess, a hodgepodge. I have no idea what I'm going to do, and then after about 8 or 9 hours of messing with something, an idea begins to form. And we'll go figure, I can't get this back in here after pulling it out of here. It's intersecting with an existing object. Of course it is. That's okay. I'll get it back in here. Yep. Right on top. For some reason, this guy doesn't want to go at all. But that's okay. I'll get it figured out. I'm going to move this right here. So the game plan was I was going to get some stairs in, and in order to get the stairs in, actually I need to use a different floor here because I don't know why I keep going to roofs for floors. I feel like I'm getting dyslexic or something, and I'm putting the F that's later. I don't know. I'm like switching the F and the R, and my mind is reading floors on roofs. I'm just, what is wrong with me? Alright, so, anyways, we're going to use the porch foundations, because these guys will actually let you step up your stairs just that little extra bit. So you can see right here, it's just a little bit higher. So, if you destroy the tower after placing the foundations, we'll give it a shot. First thing I did right at the very start of the stream was I broke the tower just to see what it would do with collision and whatnot. It wouldn't let me build the foundations over the tower with it broken, and on top of that, it wouldn't let me build anything on the tower with it broken. So, really not a whole lot of options going on with breaking it so far that I've noticed. But, we'll see. We'll see. See what I come up with. Alright, so, got my stairs in. We'll try to get the tower back in, and we're going to work with it from here. So we'll try to delete out these foundations. I'm just going to see the footprint where I want it to fit in between these four, and we're just going to see if I can get it to go back down in between these. Okay, that is so weird. Alright, so alright, we'll fine-tune it. It's good to see that it isn't giving me any smack with the stairs being over here, because that's always a pain whenever it's like, oh, you can't do this because it's intersecting with yada yada object. Now, I am wondering how well it's going to play with the outer walls that I'm going to be building. Yeah, it's cool for shizzle. I kind of decided to broadcast on a whim this morning. Figured two of my kids are at my mom's house, and my youngest is asleep, and I've been a bit insomniac here lately, so I haven't even went to bed, and I have no desire to go to bed as of right now. So I was like, you know what? Let's just stream. I haven't done it in forever, and God knows I need to at least catch up with y'all. I feel like a bit of a, that dad who went out for smokes. It just hasn't come back in 15 years. It feels like a lifetime since I've done anything on stream. So what better way to just get back into it than to get back into it, quit kicking the can down the road and just hop back up on that horse and get going. I appreciate that. I missed y'all too. I really did. I've just been having such a hard time finding the motivation to play 76. And, it's not a bad game. I just, sometimes your heart's just not in it. And I'm trying to get back there. Let's turn this. I want to try to get some... I don't even know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm gonna wrap the bottom of this in the shack walls. And what this will allow me to do, this will actually give me a snapping point going up. Might even mix it up. Am I gonna have to go underground? I think I am, unless it's colliding with the tower. But would be happy to watch me play something else too. That is a possibility. I do have GT Sport and a full driving sim, and I absolutely love playing in VR, just doing races and stuff. I might stream that one day. I know it's as far away from building as possible, and there's probably a lot of people who subscribe that aren't going to be interested in it. But, hey, if you guys want to swing by and watch me try to set some lap times on the Nürburgring, feel free. That's always an option later on. So let's see. We're going to have to go underground, I think, to get this to snap in. So let's build ourselves a little mergey bit. Now, I could probably use these rocks in this ground over here to drop merge, but as it's been a year since I posted this tutorial on how to do this, and I still get questions every now and then on how to make the symptomatic. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that again for the 4,000th time. So, my little symptomatic trick for going underground. So first off, we're going to start with our power connectors. I know most of y'all who are watching probably already know all this, but for the offshoot that there's somebody new with us today who hasn't commented, or somebody who's watching, to say the least. Hopefully, okay. Small hiccup there on the internet. It's a lovely thing about living in rural West Virginia. Sometimes your infrastructure isn't the best. So, anyways, hopefully everything is back and running nice and smooth. As I was saying right before my internet decided to take a crap. For those who aren't in the know, who don't know, this little trick right here with the mannequin and the pressure plate is how we're going to do our drop merges today. And the first thing we're going to drop merge, we're going to build a... Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good. That's not a good warning to see at all. So, hey, throw me some comments in the comments. Let me know if this is still coming over well, or if this whole stream's going to crap because of my internet. Definitely need to know here. But anyways, hopefully things will straighten out here and things will go smoothly. But anyways, let's slap down this floor over here, and we're going to get this scaffold built to go underground. Man, where are my words today? Hiccup, it's still running. Alright, thanks y'all. Do appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. If any problems do arise, do chime up. Let me know, because it's hard to tell sometimes. I'm staring at a screen and everything looks great on my end, but things might be going south on, you know, the broadcasting end of it all. All right. Let's pull this back here. Get that on there, and want to get our symptomatic. I don't know why I'm being such a perfectionist with it, because it doesn't really matter how well you line it up. I'll carry this over here over the dirt, because when we're drop merging this symptomatic down, if it collides with anything, it's going to give you errors. So do it over the dirt, you don't have that issue. However, it's floating, so what? Alright, it's this hill. This hill is messing with it. So let's try to find a nice flat spot down here where I can sit it down where it's still going to say it's supported, so we can get it to drop. There we go. Oh, quit coming towards me. Just need you to sit still. This will go a whole lot easier if you cooperate. Oh. Come on. What's happening, Tristan? How are you today? Come on. What better way to fall asleep than drop merging a symptomatic through a rug? Any day now. Okay. Let's get this up here. And let's continue what we were doing, shall we? Alright. What does the fire tower look like from underground? Well, somatic. Alright. Okay. Walls. Okay. So, it appears that my alignment with the tower is a little bit shifted in this direction. So these guys are kind of... Alright, so I'm going to have to scoot this over just a fuzz. Alright, yeah, I want to move this because it's colliding. Oh, come on. Just love how you can't move things a little bit in this game. You gotta move it a lot and then move it to where you need it. Or where you think you need it. Come on. Alright, maybe it'll do. We'll see. Stored recent. Alright, back underground we go. Where have I been? Battling all around burnout, depression, piles of things. You know, the usual stuff. Adult life. Existential crises. You know, just simple things. Oh. You know what? That'll do. You know, I could always, like, slap some wallpaper on it or do something. I mean, really, this is just getting a snapping point to go upwards with our walls. So, we're going to make this work. Like my marriage. I'm just kidding. Oh, my marriage is great. It just seemed too fitting to, like, just not to make it work. Oh, man. Alright. Go this way, and then this way. Alright. Drag this around. We're going to go underground over here. Now, it might... No, it won't. Never mind. So I'm going to go... Oh, wait a minute. So this could be interesting. So I am pretty close to these rocks. Hopefully these rocks don't foul me up. This might look a little weird once we get underground. Okay, how close are we to the rocks? Okay, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. All right. Those rocks can be a pain because they extend further underground than what they look like above ground. So when you're having to go underground near rocks, it can be kind of stressful because you never know when one of those little jagged edges you're going to come out just far enough to hit your wall, and then it's going to say you can't build your wall because it intersects with a rock. All right, let's jump back up. Jump back up. Yep, there we go. And then same thing over here. We're just going to build this same little contraption in reverse again. And then back underground once more. All right. We'll get ourselves another wall here and jump back up again. Now, what am I going to do with these walls? I have no clue yet. I don't know. I'm a bit worried if I start snapping upwards with these. Well, if I put a full wall on top of a floating half wall, they will become locked together. But if I break the half wall, I'm fairly certain I can delete the full wall. Let's test. When in doubt, test it out. So let's just drop a floor over here. And I'm going to drop a second one beside it so I have something to snap back to. And I'm going to put one of these guys on here. I want to go ahead and snap in this wall right underneath. And the game plan here, I'm going to go ahead and put a wall on top. Not that wall. Okay, now this can't be accessible because I built that adjacent to it. So this is tied support to this wall. But what I can do, we're going to change this to a barn doorway, and then I'm going to put another barn doorway on this side. It should allow us to delete the inside one, because no, it's codependent still yet. Isn't that bizarre? Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. They've locked together. If I delete this half wall down here, it will release these from support, but the question is, if I break the half wall, will it release the full walls? Because if I start building up from right here, I know if I build... If I build a second full wall on top, I know the two full walls will get locked together. Yeah. So, let's see. Because the goal is to go up 2 walls high with it, potentially. So, you know, I'd hate for things to get locked in a state where I can't delete them. Okay, so, yes, we can delete 1 wall. Now the next question is, can I delete... Okay, these two are locked together. So, building back support to one of these. If I get to a point where I can't get the second one in, or if I need to remove the second one later, if I keep a placeholder foundation to the side, I could probably use stairs to get back up and use upper floors to tie support back to it, hopefully to delete it if need be. So let's test that. Probably, possibly not. We'll see. Let's see. Stairs. Floors. I mean, it might work. It might let the other one hang down. Yes. Okay. And then... Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Finally found the Red Asylum uniform. Congrats. I'm gonna be honest with you. That one in particular outfit in this game has to be one of the hardest to get, biggest pain in the butt. Um, when my wife and I first started playing this game back in the beginning, um, we searched and we searched and we searched for it, and finally, after forever, we had all of our friends searching with us. I've only seen it pop up once, and it popped up for my friend. And when she finally got the Red Asylum uniform to spawn for hers, I had resorted to trading for it to get it for my wife. So you can imagine my dismay whenever I was in my own server, and she came along. I don't know if it was one of the private servers out yet. I can't remember. But she came along, and I was at the asylum, and I was done hopping. My friend came along, and she was like, "Are you gonna search the asylum?" I was like, "No, I don't really feel like it. I'm done, but you can go search if you want." And she goes up in the asylum, and then I just hear her scream over microphone, like my ears were bleeding. She screamed so loud with excitement. And I was like, "What? What is it?" She's like, "I found it! I found it! I found one!" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I found a red uniform! Holy shit!" And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah, it took a good while. But you know what's even crazier? So here was my RNG in this game. This character that I'm playing out right now, this is my OG character. This is the one that I've had from day one. And the first time I did the Enclave mission, where you get into the Enclave, I was rewarded with the traveling leather coat. Coming from Fallout 4, I just thought I had picked it up off of some random thing out in the wasteland, that it wasn't rare. And like I said, this is when I was brand new to the game. I had no grasp of what outfits were rare, what you should keep, what you shouldn't keep, And I get this traveling leather coat, and I don't know where I got it from, but I'm like, oh, this is just garbage. I go to a vendor, and I sell it for like 10 caps or 1 cap. I sold it to the vendor. And then it wasn't until like 6 months later that I found out that this traveling leather coat that I sold to a vendor was freaking rare. And it took me another 3 months to find somebody to trade me one. And I have never ran into one since in RNG. So that's it's one of the most frustrating things for me. Growing pains of this game was, throwing away my traveling leather coat. Never do that again. Being a noob and getting it, because it was like the drop chance for it on the One of Us, I think it was, the quest for the Enclave, where it's got like a 0.03% or some crap like that. Extremely low drop rate for that one quest. And that's where I got it from, was that quest, because at the time when I had it, I wasn't doing events in the mire, and I'm pretty sure you get it from the events in the mire. So I was extremely lucky, and I just threw it away, not knowing how lucky I was. Oh man. But yeah, in time, through trading early on, we managed to pull in, my wife and I, I think we've got all the outfits in the game that you can get between her account and my account. At least one set of everything. And I'm fine with that. As a collector, I don't need multiple sets. So, it works. Scammed for it. Yeah. I had a buddy who was way too trusting a good while back, and there goes my internet again. That's my internet again. I think. That, or it's the game. Nope, it's the game. Because I can see I'm still streaming on my phone. Okay, server. Respond. No, I'm on PlayStation. Though I did get a PC for Christmas. It's not a great PC, but from what I've researched, it might be able to run 76 in potato mode, so, I could play on PC. Oh, so it might be in the works in the future. I was thinking about possibly getting a capture card to go in my PC and maybe doing some retro gaming a little bit on there. Possibly. I've got original Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, N64 all here that I've had from my childhood. So it'd be cool to go back and revisit the games of my youth and just stream them. And I know there's probably a million other streamers out there who, you know, same thing. But you know what? I'd just like to do that myself too, maybe. Branch out. Yeah, it seems to be that way for Shizzle. Just a real mess. I haven't been playing a whole lot. I got another build that I finished up the other day, and I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a lore video. Not really not like full on lore like I did with McCoy's place or anything like that, but basically the build itself, it's going to have just a little bit of story as I'm showcasing the camp, and then I'm going to have a full tutorial on how to build that build. But in order to do that video, I've got to go back and, you know, I've got to get all the filmy bits done of the lore part, and then I've got to tear the camp down and rebuild it for the video, for the tutorial section, because, you know, I'm a very forward-thinking individual, and I build all of my camps without recording them. So when it comes time to do a tutorial, it's like, let's do it all over again. Which, I mean, I'm not the only one who operates that way, but I think my life would be a whole lot easier if I just would hit the record button 24/7 while I play this game, and then just go back and edit out the bits that I need or don't need. That's very generous of you, Alexander. I will be sure to look you up on PC if I get going on PC on here. It would be awesome to, you know, have some of the bits and baubles that I have on here that would be hard to get on PC. Do appreciate that. Now the hardest thing for me about going to another platform on this game isn't so much the act of going to another platform as it is the fact that I don't have my Atom shop on any other platform. It is all tied to PlayStation. And it baffles me how Bethesda has not figured out, nor do they care to figure out a way of having your Atom shop stuff transfer. Like, I've been talking to a few people that tell me that if you bought Fallout on the Epic Game Store or Steam or on the Bethesda launcher, your Atom shop stuff doesn't even transfer between PC versions, which is insane. So that's, you know, the biggest thing that keeps you tied to PlayStation is the fact that I'm established on PlayStation. And next gen, you know, I'm wanting to upgrade to either PS5 or Xbox Series. But jumping to an Xbox Series, I still have to say adios to everything that I've worked for so far. And that's a tough pill to swallow. It really is. Alright, so let's see how this goes. I still got my placeholder foundation. There we go. Let's see if we get 2 in at this height. And no, I didn't think so. But maybe, it doesn't look like it's gonna, maybe it will, but I don't know. I wonder if we burn it out, or maybe I'll, if we go with half walls. Lord, this is nuts. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, let's burn out the tower and see, just by chance, if it'll let me snap in that wall. You never know. Things can be really weird with this game. Let's see, what's that now? To start over completely. I'm visiting family and have been able to run 76 in potato mode on laptop. Not really smooth, but well enough. That's actually fraud. What's fraud? I I've probably forgotten what I said now. Oh, oh no! I stopped. I stopped to read comments and then jogged my brain on what I said was fraud. Oh, Bethesda the Atoms. Oh, I may be mistaken, or we may have a little bit of a miscommunication. I'm talking about Bethesda finding a way to like transfer your content, you know, between different platforms, and you know, keeping what you have already bought. But yeah, okay, so yeah, they say that's not going to work. Go figure. I've got options. I've got options. Got options. Option one, I can tied together. Okay, so hey, we're gonna have to get them untied. But that's what the test was for, so we know our limitations. So we're gonna snap in a couple floors off this guy, get that wall untied from up there. Support. It's the worst thing they ever came up with on this game. Why does everything need to have support? I don't care if people build floating houses. And I'm amazed that that didn't get locked in and them say, oh, you can't detach this because object would be unsupported. How did that work? How did that... Oh, well, who cares? I know this is tied to this. You know what would be even crazier? Now we'll just burn it out. I was like, let's just go with what I know works. And, yeah. So, let's see. I can go upwards with half walls and then lower the next set of walls that are going to go above this so they're not tied in, like merge them by breaking the half wall that's up top and dropping down through it. We're going to repair this, even though I'm probably going to end up breaking it again because I got to put this here to break this half wall. I'm not sure what it's going to hit first. Well, it hit a lot of stuff. It hit everything. Yeah, most definitely. Let it follow the account, not the platform. Because I got a buddy, he does the PTS stuff, and what's crazy is if you do the PTS on PC, you get the PTS pennant on PlayStation. So if they can transfer your PTS pennant across platforms, why the hell can't they transfer my glass walls and all the limited time stuff that I worked for through all the seasons that, well, if the current trend, they'll be available through Minerva on all the other platforms. So I guess that's the option. That's the angle. I don't know. But then everything else, just break out my debit card for it, right? Alright. So here's the game plan for the upper floors. On the bottom floor, I don't have a doorway over here. So I need to have a doorway right here. So the upper section here has to be half walls so I can fit the doorway in. I'm just thinking out loud. So let's see here. The floors. Pull this back. And let's see. I need this to stay in line with what I got going here. So this is my new placeholder for now. So we're going to bring this down just a bit, and I think I'm going to use stairs to go up, and we're just going to measure out using doorways. That's the game plan, at least. I'm going to put a doorway up here and see if it'll snap in at this height. We may have to lower it again, but it is what it is. Come on. That's promising, and let me go to photo mode to see how well that lines up. Boom. And you know what? I think it might be able to go a little higher. I wonder if I can get it to actually go up and butt up with the floorboards instead of having that little gap, little air gap there. So let's just scrap that. All right, Darth Juicebox. Darth Juicebox, it is good to see you. And I'm glad you're watching. And yeah, thanks for checking in. Assassin93 God. Can I join? I'm new. Like, join in what context are you on about? Are you like, join me on PlayStation? Friend me? A little bit of a explanation, a little bit of extra information is needed there for me. I mean, you're more than welcome to hang out in the stream. I am glad to have you. It's good to see you. It's always nice to have new faces. So, I would have to say I don't play as often as I used to. So, if you are looking for a buddy to take you under his wing, I might not be the best guy for that. But, you know, if you ever need any help with anything, I can try. If I'm online, if I'm playing, just shoot me a friend request. I'll answer it. Make sure you send me a message with it so I know who you are. PSN's the same as my YouTube, so there's that. Pretty easy to find me. At least my PSN is the same as my YouTube until Bethesda finds a reason to find my name offensive and then ban it. That's a whole can of worms I'm not even going to get into. That is just smooth. That is right on the money. That looks good. Let's go into photo mode and just make sure that's right where we want it. I mean, that's almost touching. I mean, I feel like it could even go up just a little bit further if I wanted to be like a perfectionist about it. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, so let's do that. Am I on Steam as well? I do have a Steam account, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know my name. I set it up back at Christmas, and I think there was an issue with Steam and their usernames. They didn't have enough characters. I'd have to look it up. Like, I'm not social on Steam at current, because really I don't have a whole lot of games on Steam. I'm a bit on the broke side, not to flex my financial wealth, but I don't have a whole lot of money after Christmas to go splurging on a lot of games on PC, so I really haven't done anything much on that end. I bought Fallout New Vegas, and then I bought this old game that I played on my laptop back in like 2006. It was a Wild Tangent game called Fate. So, yeah. Well, get on Steam and I will gift you some games. That is very awesome. I'd have to look up my username. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it at this. As far, and I still can't get in build mode. Come on, game. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue around the camp. And I'm thinking this upper floor, I'm going to do it all on a half walls because it'll just be easier to do these with half walls than to do them with full walls, because getting the bottom floors to blend in. And that's the thing with what I'm going to do here with this custom wall height. The walls are going to be merged together. And the way you overlap walls to get custom heights is to do a mix between half walls and full walls. Because the half walls, when you do... Wait a minute. Is that... Oh, I had my hopes up. You tricky, tricky, tricky game. How dare you lead me on like that? I thought for sure it was going to let me put that in there. That would have been amazing to have a second floor. Why? Oh well. So anyways, blending the walls together as I get ADHD all over this thing. We're going to be using these walls right here. We're going to go around. And we're just going to put these in. Now, granted, I have heard that on the PTS in private and in the custom worlds, They have added in a collision toggle. I mean, something I've been preaching about for the last year plus. Like, as a YouTuber, I've been preaching about it since day one on YouTube. But from playing this game, I was yelling about a collision toggle since the first day I started on here. It's like, why can't we just freely merge things? And in the PTS right now, it has been said that they now have a collision toggle on Fallout Worlds. So, however your feelings are about Worlds, I know it's a mixed bag for me. I like Worlds, but I hate Worlds at the same time because ain't nobody got time for that. I'm a bit narcissistic when it comes to my camps. I like showing off my camps. I like people seeing my camps, getting random comments in my inbox about my camps. And that just does not happen when you are in Fallout Worlds because ain't nobody got time for your crap. And that is the truth. By your crap, I mean my crap. Your crap is probably really nice crap. But, yeah. And Bethesda doesn't make it easy by only giving you 5 slots. And then you gotta constantly manage your, your worlds and stuff. If you want to go visit friends, you gotta continuously delete what you've done, But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent and rambling. Let's get this built, shall we? I'm gonna burn these out. All right, good deal there, bud. You take it easy, okay? And be sure to come back and check out the rest of the stream when you got time. See what we managed to finish off today, and hopefully it'll be a build you like. And if you want to replicate it later on, by all means. This one's on the house. All right. So let's go around here and we'll remove our floors. So leave our little half walls up here free floating. And the wonderful thing, we do have this replace option. We can go back and tweak what our walls look like in the finished build as we put it all together. Delete this. All right. Okay. Our little fire tower is still standing. Walls, 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 walls. For the temporary, I think I'm going to... Oh, let me think. I could steal a page on a church's book. I'm going to steal a page on a church's book. Because it does look cool when you do this. I'm going to go to my defensive walls. And we're going to get into the junk walls. And we're gonna pull the church. And we're going to go in here and we're going to layer these up. With these defensive walls. And if you guys don't know who I'm referencing here, Mr. Church, he is another Fallout YouTuber who does spectacular lore-friendly builds. So if you do not know who he is, go check him out later on today after we're done streaming today. Go swing by his channel, show him some love. I'm sure he would appreciate that. And I'm sure you will appreciate his amazing builds. So, yeah. That'll do. I'll probably build up on the outside under this so that pallet looks like it's stacked on top of something. Maybe. I wonder if I have this, the barricade I'm thinking of on this character. Please? Yes. Alright, good. I was worried I didn't have this unlocked on this character. I would have died if I didn't have it. Though, it looks like it doesn't want to butt up against this. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Not sure if it's hitting the tower or if it's hitting the junk wall. It could be hitting the junk wall. Let's take this back a little bit. Yeah, I think it's the junk wall it was hitting. It does sit a little higher. So, I believe I'm going to have to burn this. Of course, let me get it straight first. Yeah, yeah. I normally I try to stay positive in my regular videos, but man, I tell you, when I get on a tangent and I rant, I can rant. There's a lot of things that I could complain about with on this game, but you know, at the end of the day, I really like. I mean, I like this game. It's it's got so much potential. You know, it's. I kind of feel like you know, it's really hard to put into words how I feel about this game. You know, it's like probably how my dad felt when I was born. You know, he just looked down and he saw so much potential. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love my dad. My dad loves me, and he's proud of the man that I've become, maybe. No, I'm sure he is, though. Let's get this in here. All right. So we got that in. We're going to burn that out, and then we're going to get our wall in on top of that, which I think... we have to... Most definitely. I remember building on Fallout 4 and, you know, wanting to show off my builds, but then it was like, oh, well, you got to invite somebody over to your house, but, oh, whenever your friends live 500 miles away, you can't exactly have them over for a nice little game of Fallout 4 couch co-op, which doesn't exist. But anyways, um, which actually that's kind of how I shared a little bit with one of my buddies. He lives in North Carolina, and I went down to visit, and we played Fallout 4, and he was trying to build a settlement. I think he was trying to build at Red Rocket, and I was there, and he was trying to do something with the walls, double up the walls a certain way, and he and I were passing the controller back and forth, just trying to get his settlement the way he wanted it. But man, that is one amazing aspect about 76 is the fact that it's so social and you can showcase your creations. And you know that was a big part of 4 was building, but at the same time it's like, well, what's the point with nobody to show? So yeah, that is a wonderful thing about 76 is the fact that it's social and you can just show off what you got, and also, you know, freely walk through somebody else's camp, because it's really having a YouTube video about what you built is one thing, but actually being able to walk through somebody's builds and experience it, you know, that's kind of where it's at. Let's use this one. I think that'll look pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I wonder if I'll wallpaper this bottom half wall. Can I even get a hold of it? Yes. What wallpaper should I choose? Which one should I choose? This, maybe no wallpaper. I don't know yet. Cinder blocks. It's too clean. Dungeon. I don't know. I don't know what it is about the wallpapers in this game. I wish they weren't so glossy. You know, they're all glossy. Like everything you choose on these wallpapers is like there's a sheen to it. The limestone's alright. Maybe even this plywood one. Might do the plywood. Well, no. Yeah, maybe the plywood. We'll have the plywood here. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll repair this bit and see how this one wall looks. We'll mix match this. I think this one right here, I'm going to make this one the shack wall. And we may even mix in some different pieces as we go here, just to keep it junked up. I don't know which one yet. Really like the dynamic between the shack walls and the industrial walls. I think they go together really good as far as, you know, walls to mix up to make a build look junky. Oh, I should have left that burned out because I gotta get this wall in next to it. I don't know if it's gonna go in with it not burned. so far, so good. I'm going to go ahead and delete this out. I am still going to keep this placeholder here just in case, though I think I'm all right because they're all half walls on the upper half, so I can just burn them out to delete them. But it's best to keep a placeholder anytime you're messing with custom heights and floating pieces. That way, if you do screw up, you can always go back and fix it. Just a little piece of advice. So, one wall down. Moving on. I'm going to have some windows in here somewhere. But what are we going to do for windows? How are we going to tie it all together? This kind of looks cool where the wood is kind of in the concrete. It kind of feels like, you know, somebody got lazy and didn't completely remove the mold when they poured the foundation. So maybe I might leave that one that way. I kind of like that. But I'm going to go over to defenses anyways, and might add in just a little bit of flair here. Just something to dress it up a bit. I'm not going to go crazy with it yet, but certainly can. Alright. Yay, all done. Alright. Now, we've already got a half wall up there. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do for our full wall here. I'd kind of like to have a window. So I'm thinking we're going to use... I wonder. Shame I can't snap down. I'd love to snap down off of that half wall right there and continue this down. But that's not really an option. Looking for a window. The garage door. How do I bring this into this? I could put the garage door into this build. Build like a... I don't know. I'll just leave that out for now. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Let's go up here and get this shack wall. It's always fun going into a build blind. I don't have a clue. Those shutters are going to go... those shutters are going to open inward. It's going to be a mess. That's not cool. I need to figure out a different wall for my window. So I think I'm going to go with this right here. And this one, we'll do another one of these. And then this top one is going to be that. There. Kind of patchwork together. We got a little window here. And that is our south-facing wall, or southeast-facing wall. Alright, going up in here. I have no clue what I'm going to put on the inside yet, or how everything's going to be laid out. This, man, we had never heard of railing. I mean, we're going to do some railing on this. I wish we had, I know Fallout 4, they had that concrete build set, and they had a specific railing that you could just place down. I wish we had that in this game. Just some little railings that you could just build at your leisure. If I could remember which tab they're under. Defenses. I know. How much you want to bet I can't build them? Where are they? Oh, they're huge anyways. They wouldn't have fit. They wouldn't have fit in up here. I can't build these. Are these for the holiday scorched? They were. Bummer. My wife's got them though. I can bring her character in and build them. But yeah. I'm getting distracted. That's the beauties of ADHD. Just can't stay on topic. Okay. Let's get this wall built. Maybe. I wonder. Yeah. We'll close it all in. No, I'm not going to do a garage door on it. We're just going to close it, have it all closed in. Because I think I could build out the bottom part of it as a somewhat of a living area or a crafting area. kitchen of some sort, maybe, or kitchen, bath. Ooh, interior walls. How am I going to do the interior walls up to make a bathroom and stuff? That's a concern. Where are these walls? The first floor walls, they look like they line up pretty well with the second floor. The question is, how can I get a wall on the inside? Has this attention deficit, ooh, shiny, yeah, ADOS. Yeah, because here I'm going again on this tangent. I'm like, I'm starting to think 30 steps ahead in the build. I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do in the interior? And I'm like, oh, well, where am I going to put the bathroom in here? And how am I going to wall off the bathroom? Like, am I just going to have a shitter right here and just wide open and like, you know, welcome everybody in. Don't mind me. I'm just taking care of a number two. Just, I got to have some walls, a little bit of privacy, you know? I mean, it's the wasteland, but we can at least try to live with a little bit of cleanliness and civility, you know? Let's see. Across. Got a little bit of space right here. Maybe if I can get a wall to float in under this, I could build the exterior side with a bookcase and have a doorway and just have like a 1/2 floor sized bathroom. Drop in a portable toilet. That's a thought too. That's a thought too. It'll look really junky too. I mean, obviously, interior design was never, you know what? Simplicity is your friend. If I make this thing too complex, we will be here all day as StoleYaSweetroll tries to force in a single wall to make a bathroom. The simplest answer is often the best. It's like you're spending $10,000 to fix a $1,000 problem. Or engineering a $10,000 solution for a $1,000 problem. So yeah, portable toilet. Good idea. I like that. Let's do that. So something, likely my junk wall, is saying, nope, it's that post. All right, scoot this over. Occam's toilet. Yeah. Alright, we'll have to break the junk wall because it's snapping to the junk wall and going up. So, flamethrower. Let's get this going again. I'm going to burn it out and place it down. Just get that one wall and hurry up and store it before it burns everything else out. It's stuck. Please don't say it's colliding. Oh. Poo on you. That's close enough. I mean, what was I going to do with that 3 pixels of space anyways? That works. So we got the pooper on the bottom floor. Alright, though methane rises, so the people living on the upper floor might have an unpleasant experience. That's okay. If they don't like it, they can leave it. They don't have to live here. Alright. And let's get another wall in here. I might use a little bit of the haunted house walls in here. They're kind of worn. Yeah. Yeah, let's throw that right there. Why not? And I don't have any shack walls on the bottom floor yet. Nope, sure don't. So we're going to do a solid shack wall here. If I could go in the right direction, that would be useful. Boop. There we go. It's the wasteland. Pretty sure unpleasant experiences come standard. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Oh no. What do we have here but my negligence in forgetting to put in a half wall behind these stairs because I did not think ahead. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. I need to be careful with where I stick these floors because I don't want to tie anything back to support. And that's a genuine concern here because if I get something tied back to support, then I'm going to have some issues getting it untied. So let's just move this over. And I'm going to pull this out here. And it's probably too high for me to remove without going back. So I'm feeling it's... Oh, okay, good. Alright, I'll bring this over here. I should just be grabbing them and walking them, but I'm stupid. So the game plan is, I'm hoping... okay, it won't be accessible. It figures. It should be accessible now. I'm hoping it'll let me slap this in over these stairs. And then I can get the doorway in. Be sure to snap in the door first because the game has gotten to the point where it's like it needs to see that there's a foundation under the door before you can snap in said door. So I'm figuring out which door we're going to snap in, which way we want it to open. I know I want it to open in. And some doors open different directions, so I feel like kind of thinking something like this worn door right here. Yeah, like that. And then we're going to get rid of this. And that's got that taken care of. Crisis averted. Ah, that's another way to do it. It's a good idea, Mystic Storm. Good idea. Stairs won't burn, sadly, Schnizzle. But I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Well, we've got it now. So, huzzah! Oh yeah, codependency. Love it. Foundations need support too. Alright, and then thinking we're going to have another window in here. Could use this one, or I could put the window over here. I'll put the window over here. And well, this one, I'll actually use some half walls on this instead, just to break up the monotony a little bit. Not to have too many repeating textures. I should have put in some more junk walls. I only had them in that one spot. Oh well. Oh well. And yeah, I'm gonna put another shack wall right here. Repair, repair. And we'll have to go around and play the replacement game and replace all these walls to finish up that junky look. And then we got to come up with a name for this place. So this is still holding place for that. So let's pull this back just to get it out of the way. Come on. There we go. Yeah, looking kind of junky. I like it. I like it. Now the real fun comes in decorating, because that's where it really sets your camp apart. You can have like a really simple structure, use just this tiny bit of budget, and this is already to the point where we could turn this into a full-featured camp, and it's all going to boil down to the decorations, just how you add that flair. I mean, structure-wise, this doesn't need any more to have everything in it. I mean, we've got, you know, bottom floor. We got our wasteland bathroom somewhere in here. Maybe, yeah, right here. It's about the only place for it, unless we move it over here to this corner, somewhere. We could put in a few crafting stations, build a makeshift kitchen, slide in a dining table down here, and then coming up here, we might be able to squeeze in something on this tiny catwalk. It's a real bummer I couldn't figure out a way to get some second floor action going on in here. That's not to say it's out of the realm of possibility, but as of right now, I don't really know how to do it. I was hoping whenever you broke the fire tower, like it would actually break down to nothing and just be a slab. Because I mean, yeah, I can't build on top of it, but I could build above it. But that's not the case, so we're just up Craps Creek here on that one. That's a thought. I want to do it all the way across on that right there. And then do some industrial, maybe? Oh, yeah. No problem there on helping you figure out whether or not you want this. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I kind of like it. I was on the fence about it. I saw him drop it on Tuesday, and I was like, I don't know if I want it. And I was seeing some of the things that people were doing with this on some of the build groups, and I was like, it's got potential. And I also saw people complaining about the height, but I mean, realistically, the height is the height because the way the build system is, logically, like I said, you get 5 floors up, five floors down. So they couldn't make it super tall because you wouldn't be able to build in all of it. So I get why they did the height. And for the price, it's not a bad deal. Though it's a bit of a bummer they don't have a special door to go with it. But I said that earlier in the stream. But that's just my feelings on it, my impressions. What wall do I want to put in here? We'll do the steel wall. Slap in a little steel. Yeah, it sure is better than the BOS towers. Which, the BOS towers are kind of a mixed bag for me. I don't understand. It was like the Fallout series with how they went with 76. So you play Fallout 1 and 2. The Wasteland was a wasteland. Fallout 3, it was a wasteland. 76, luscious green forest, untouched wilderness. And then, you know, you felt like the Brotherhood of Steel towers were a product of their environment in the original Fallouts. They fit, but in this game, they just don't fit personally. That's just me. They just feel weird. But, you know, I guess that's... let's see, we're going to put another window up here, just because. Beautiful thing about these scrappy builds is it doesn't always have to make sense. You just kind of throw things wherever, and it makes sense. The general just disarray of it, it just kind of has a bit of a feng shui to it. Alright. This is the best thing to do, is to just not put a whole lot. Okay. It undid what I just did. That's okay. I think another window is, you know what? What is a build without just a small dash of glass? I do wish that this was the glass from Fallout 4 instead of this glass. I think Bethesda would do well to just release the rest of the industrial set from 4 that included glass. Because the glass in Fallout 4, I think, looks far superior to what they gave us in this game. But that complaint aside, it's, you know, that there, and then we are going to finish this row off with another one of these, and that is our interior walls. What a mess, but a nice mess indeed. Okay, and then it all comes down to the decorations, and that's, like I said, that's where it's going to set it apart from what we have here, which, as it is, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a lighthouse now that we enclose the bottom of it. It looks more lighthousey than it looks Firewatch Towery. But it's neat in its own little way. I mean, maybe I see this needing something more on the outside. Some sort of scaffolding maybe, some defensive posts. There's a lot of little things that you could add to the outside to really dash it up and make it look better. I mean, really, what have I accomplished in this build but throwing up 4 walls? But sometimes simplicity is just the name of the game. It doesn't have to be super complex. I don't know. What's up, Quick Smoke? Long time no see, dude. How are you doing? All right. So, now the next question comes into play. How do we decorate this place? Where does everything go? And let's see, how long have I been on with y'all? Started at 9:50-ish was our first message on chat, so 9:50, 10:50, so we're a little over an hour now, about an hour and a half we're at. Okay, at some point StoleYaSweetroll is going to go take a nap because finally I'm starting to feel the sleep fairies kicking me in the back of the head. Been pretty good there, Quick Smoke. Been pretty good. Been pretty good. All things considered, it's been pretty good. It's been a month, I'll tell you that much. Alright, so coming up here, so I think this would be a good living quarters up here. Nice view. So how do we do this up? One thing I'm thinking on this, I don't know if this would be possible. We utilize the Camden Park cook stove. I'd like to utilize this, but I don't know. Yeah, that is a real bummer. I wonder if there's a way that I could get this stovepipe outside that wall. Doubt it. Not without undoing everything that I've already done. That would be a pain. And then at the end of that, what's it all for? Is it possible to do a drop merge with prefabs? You know what? Let's test that. I am curious now. Now that tell me I can build more than one of these. Please tell me I can build more than one. Thank God I can build 6 of them. Cool. Alright. So here's the game plan. Those of you who aren't in the know, there is a trick you can do with foundations. And it's... a lot of us would just call it, a foundation merge. It's a drop merge, but for foundations. And there's a way to go both ways with it. Go down and up. I don't remember how to go up with it, but I am about to show you how to go down, dropping the foundation. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm drunk tired at this point. Like, slurring my words, can't make cohesive sentences. Oh, maybe I should stream on a full night's sleep instead of no sleep. That'd be a better idea, right? But you know what? That's okay. So, what you do, you'll stand near your foundation, and you'll kind of grab it at the top, and with your right stick, you're going to look down, and what it's going to do is, it'll like jump up. When you get a snap it, see, boom, jumps up, jumps up. As you're doing that, the object that's on top of the foundation drops down. So, here's the question. Can we do this with this? So, that is the big question. How are you doing this afternoon, Jonathan? Good to see you with us. And it is good to be back. Alright, so here's the idea. Since I can't, like, break this and pass this through the wall, and I can walk straight through that, whoops, I'm going to see, and this is the most probably the most inefficient way of doing this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on the roof, and I'm going to try to drop merge it from the roof down to this floor. And make sure the stovepipe is on the exterior. This is insanity. What am I thinking? But we're going to see if we can do it. Just because we can. And because I'm crazy and this is the dumbest idea I've ever had. If I could just get on the roof, that would be so nice. God forbid I don't get this lined up where I need it. Maybe we'll use photo mode. I don't even think it's straight. It's not straight. So let's try to straighten this out. Or is it? Or I can't tell. I can't tell if it's straight or not. I think it's a little bit crooked. Cannot place. Item needs support. Well, no duh, it needs support. Maybe try destroying the tower now that you have an upper floor to make it go through the window. Yeah. Sadly, like, destroying the tower doesn't destroy as much of the tower as I'd like it to. And then, like I said, the game gives me that issue with it doesn't want to let you build through the tower. Alright, so we're going to scoot this over just a little more. Which, I don't know why I'm making this perfect, because I'm not keeping this, because I'd have to tear all that down to keep this. So this is just a proof of concept. And this is a lot of stuff to have a single stovepipe go outside the wall. But anyways, the game plan is to see if we can do a foundation drop merge on this tower. The question, where do you stand to do it? It's so big. So can we get it to push down below our feet and jump up? So, and red, whole lot of red. It might boil down to finding that one place where you can get it to snap down and actually stay. So it goes red instantly. It's not letting me. Wait a minute. It might have. Maybe did it? Did it even? No, it snapped down. It didn't. It didn't jump. This could just be. Wait a minute. Yes, yes. I think it is possible. I think it just jumped. So it's just all about finding that right place to stand, right place to grab it, and see us jumping here. So let's go up top and see if that stove is dropping down through the roof. I could see myself doing a lot of things. Yes, it is. See, it's dropping down through the roof. So it would repeat that process in theory till we get it down to the lower part. And, yeah. As you see, it's kind of poking its little... Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Okay, this crazy idea is working. Is it the best way to do it? I don't know, but it's the way I'm doing it. So let's just do that. Come on. Here we go. That's another good grab on it. I think we found the sweet spot here. Just grabbing it by this little leg right here. And just looking down. It's getting closer. It's getting in a rhythm now. Alright, a few more times. The proof of concept, we know it works, but the tragedy in this is the fact that I'm just not going to be able to do this in my other tower, because that would involve taking it back to basics and starting over. I ain't in the mood to start over an hour and a half's worth of work for one little stove. But it's good to see that the idea works. The concept works, and that's what matters. Because then you have that knowledge for future builds. And knowing is half the battle. So let's just go up here and see. Yeah, I dropped it too far. That's alright though. Here's the proof of concept that works. Got the stovepipe outside. So, hey, it works. It works. Alright, cool. Cool. So that's how, yeah, good deal. Not deleting this, but if I were to be the kind of guy who wanted to go back and redo all this for one stove, that's what I would do later on. Now, I don't know how to work that in reverse and make it go back up because I went too far with it, but hey, that's that. I wonder if there's any hope of, since they're not like foundation pieces. Yep. Saved my character from carbon monoxide poisoning. Though with all those holes in those windows, that wood stove ain't doing much for you. It's a bit drafty up there. This is not gonna work. What are you thinking, StoleYaSweetroll, you nut job? So that just attached right there. Let's... Now I can't grab my stupid camp module. What am I doing? You're crazy. You're off your meds. Go to bed. Whoa, did it just drop merge more? Oh, why'd you do that? I didn't ask you to do that. Yeah. That was a crazy idea anyways. You knew that wasn't going to work, you dummy. That's okay, we're deleting it anyways. You never know if you don't go. You gotta try everything, you know. Some of the craziest stuff you wouldn't even think would work in this game that does work. So, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's my motto. So, advice to live by. Wall decor. Let's dress this bad boy up a little bit. Maybe a goofy little awning here? Why not? Doesn't have to make sense. Boards! Lots of boards. Yes. Slap these around here everywhere we can. Any way we can. Oh, I got a challenge done. So exciting. Wait a minute. Okay, there it is. Disappeared from view. Lucky didn't render in green. One of these fans on here. And go figure it's not wanting to snap to this wall. That's okay. We've got this beautiful feature called the replace button. We can make anything work with that. So we'll bring it over here to the left side of it. And then we just kind of line everything up using that replace button once again. Go down a little more. And there we go. Yeah. I like it. It works. So I got ourselves a fan in the window. One little decoration on top of the others. Let's just slap some of these signs on here. Maybe some extra cladding this person has thrown on the walls. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. American flag, we'll just hang it over here. There we go. Really? It's just... Man. I can see myself slaving over this for the next 10 hours, 15 hours, just tweaking every little single decoration. And that being the build. Just this tower and then getting it decorated up, fortify it up with a bunch of these junk fences, junk walls. Just really building it up. Defenses. These guys along the outside go a long way. One or two here or there. Make sure they're not floating. That's the most frustrating part with these. Sometimes they don't sink into the ground right and they end up like partially floating. So you gotta make sure you get them in a spot where they're yeah, like that. That looks good. So not everything has to be square, because if you make it perfect and symmetrical, it looks too planned. You gotta have some chaos in there with these junky builds. Can't all be the same stuff everywhere. It's gotta have some disarray. It's gotta be a mess. Like, why is this here? I don't know. Looks good to me. Makes sense. Does anything in this game really make sense, you know? You really think about it. Does it need to? And some of these items, you know, you go crazy with it. Break them, and then layer in more items. I mean, the options are really endless as you're doing this. Different things you can layer in. Like, we're gonna take this. I want to kind of layer it in there on that. So what I'm gonna do is let me get the flamethrower out again. We're gonna get rid of that fence and get this out of here before it breaks something else. Hopefully. Cannot place on intersecting. Yes, I'm aware. Sometimes it's hard to... Yes, okay, so it's just registering the fence is still there. Go figure. There was a chance that was going to happen. That's okay. Alright, Fishnizzle. It was good to see you, man. You take it easy, and I'll catch you later on. Probably not going to be on much longer anyways. I'm starting to feel, you know, the effects of exhaustion kicking in. Yeah, just getting real tired. It has been a pleasure having all of y'all with me today. Glad to have come back and done this live stream after such a long vacation. I guess you would call it that. But yeah, it's been a pleasure having all of y'all. Do a little bit more here, but yeah, I think our time is drawing close to an end for today's stream. But it has been a great pleasure spending this time with you guys and gals. Don't think this was a placeholder for anything, so I'm just going to delete this. The only placeholders I have are back there for the two different wall heights, which at this point I could probably get rid of those too, but they'll just stay for now. Power. I wonder, why does this thing even have a power connector on it? Does it generate light? Let's see. I'll just throw this solar panel out here, because that kind of makes sense for this. I mean, does that power connector even do anything? Like, can I even connect to that? Why is that there? Why can't I jump on top of this? Why do you exist? What do you do? You make no sense to me. Alright, whatever. There's a random power connector on the corner of this thing. So, that is what it is. How bizarre. So, yeah, I guess I gotta put my own power connectors in here wherever I see fit, and then wire up the power however I see fit. Would have been cool to put a powered door, a powered gate right here instead of the doorway. That would have looked really good. But yeah, on the inside, I guess, you know what, the way the inside of this place is designed lends it pretty well to this little tiny generator. You could probably like throw it here in this corner. Kind of looks like it makes sense. Like maybe just pile up some junk right here. And then off of this, so power usually radiates out in about 2 by 2. You could probably get away with one power connector in this build somewhere near dead center. So maybe even if you did it right here. And then just throw a power connector up here. That looks like crap. I don't know. Wherever a person decided to wire up the power, I'm just going to temporarily throw a connector on top of this generator. A person could drop merge the connector down in the generator to hide it. And let's just see how far the lights radiate out from this place right here where I have this generator. I mean, if it gives us enough space to get lighting where we need it in here. And what, am I actually stuck on the generator? I am. Go figure. Alright, let's step up here. Can I get light all the way up here? No, I can't. That was wishful thinking. Thought, maybe, but yeah. Okay, so how far down can I go and get power? So there's still no power there either. Alright. So I'd have to put a power connector on the bottom of this platform up here to get power all the way around. But I do have power in this lower section off this one conduit. Should have power all the way down here. Throw down a lamp and find out. Yeah, so that covers the entire bottom part of this build, just one little connector. So if a person was to go and figure out a way that would look good wiring up power connections, you know, I got an idea. If you did a connector here. Come on. Go around. I might be able to weasel in a connector between the stairs and the it might go. There's a small chance. Might be able to get something to snap in here. Like, oh, almost. Yeah. No! You're supposed to work. You're green. That's what green means. Green means go. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. But I could probably get it to go on this side right here. It doesn't want to go on the... Nope. It needs support. Of course it does. Alright. So there goes that idea. I thought it was a good idea. Oh well. You can put that there and then run your power off of that to this conduit here. Get rid of this. Power from here to there. Kind of a mess, but it's not too bad. Sometimes wires are a good thing to have around. But anyways, that should get our power everywhere we need it. I mean, this feels pretty tight up here, so I'm assuming that one power connector right there should get us power out, hopefully to the 4 corners. That's one corner. 2 corners, good. Oh, don't grab the whole thing. Over here, check. Check, so that's got power to all 4 corners. Goodness, I am sorry. I should have muted. I'm a butthole for not muting. Alright, so we got power down here, and then up above, once again, we should have power at the highest peak. Yep. So all that lighting works off of just those 2 connectors. And let's go downstairs, double check down there. And I'm stuck on the generator. Okay, well, just kind of tuck it over. There we go. Kind of looks like it's about to fall off. So wherever you decide to put your generator, this is just for testing purposes mostly. But off just those 2 power connectors, it looks like we should have power everywhere we need it without any holes in connectivity, whatever. So we got light here and those 3 corners there, and then back here we should have light as well. No problem. So all the bases are covered for power with the way we have the power laid out here. So yeah, I think we will call it at this for today. It has been a pleasure being back, and it's been a pleasure having all of you guys and gals on stream with me today. So, if you like what you saw, be sure to hit that like button. Do remember that we do have the super chat option down in the bottom right corner of the chat there. If you want to show support, donate to the channel, it's much appreciated. You don't have to, but it is there if you choose to. So, until next time. Oh wait, you know what? Tell you what, one last thing before I go. I want to show you guys my new build before I make a video on it. The video is going to take a while, but I want to show you guys my new build. So I'm going to jump to my other character to give you guys a sneak peek on my new build that I'm going to have a full tutorial for in the near to distant future. It'll be within the month, I believe. Got a lot that's going to be going on in that build for that video. So, yeah. I'll show you guys my new build, and then I will say goodbye to everyone for today. So, little sneaksy peeksies, and yeah. Then we'll bid you all adieu and a happy weekend afterwards. I'm exhausted. I know a lot of y'all probably just waking up. I ain't even gone to bed yet. I'm an idiot. Should have went to bed last night. You know, sometimes you just can't sleep at night sometimes. This is what it is. Alright. Yeah, Rose. I gotta finish that quest.
I just want to use you to further my own goals. I may be starting to like you. Now, I don't want you thinking your pal Rose is going soft on you, so let me just
tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deactivate this camp, and I'll show you guys and gals what I started with over here, and then I'll activate the camp. So this build, it's utilizing a pre-existing location. If you go along the road, there's a guard shack. A little break again. Alright, so I'm not sure what got streamed just then because my internet went out briefly. So this build is utilizing a pre-existing condition. Pre-existing condition, that's my entire life. A pre-existing location. It is south of Side Alpha. If you travel along the road, it's the little guard shack that's outside Side Alpha. And I've taken that guard shack and I have converted it into a tiny little radio station. And it was a very fun build to do. The entire build takes up a 2x2 footprint. Extremely tiny, but an absolutely awesome build. So, I see here, here's that road I was talking about. Real short trek from Alpha. Like I said, just go right up here. And there's the silo right there, Side Alpha. So you just come right down to the south, follow this road, and here is the spot, right here. So, starting off showing what I started with. Just this tiny little guard shack, kind of blink and you miss it type thing. This is what I started with. This was the skeleton. And hold on a minute. We are going to change weapons here and got a couple vagrants here that need taken care of before we get going. This character's still got building perks on or something, because I am doing no damage at all, hardly. But anyways. Alright, those guys taken care of. Let's go ahead and activate this camp. You guys can see the WWXKR radio station. Where? What? Come on. Come on. That's not fair. You stupid game. I'm sorry, Raider Punk. Okay. So, welcome to WWXKR Radio. This little tiny camp was quite a few hours of work, actually. A lot went into this one. We got a little guard post down here. Or junk walls, and a lot of different wall types just mixed together. We got concrete barriers with the barbed wire fence, along with the little guard post. And coming inside, little camp here, we got these concrete stairs going up into the guard post. So this isn't the guard post that has the stairs built in. This is a standard guard post that sits on the ground. And like, I couldn't fit in the one with the stairs the way I wanted it, so I built it custom using the regular flat piece. But outside of the radio station itself, we got the station built up, well lit on the inside. We got a little on-air sign and terminal that's connected up to our satellite for broadcasting. There's my vending machine just hanging out in here. Oh, Raider Punk's radio there. He's our resident disc jockey. We're here at WWXKR Radio. Water cooler for refreshments. There's our barbecue grill on our fridge, you know, to keep our meats in, cooking out. A mixed match of tables and chairs and whatnot. And back here in this little space is the bed, little bedroom. Can I kind of squeeze in here? This little covered area that I made goes with all that. And we got our stove that has, it's got a lantern in there to kind of put off a little bit of a fiery orange glow. So nice and cozy. Everything's just tightly merged together. And this is what I'm talking about with in regards to the decorations, because that's really what 90% of this build is decorations. As far as structure was concerned, it's 3 foundation pieces and a lot of walls. A lot of walls, a lot of merging, a lot of decorations. And it's simple, yet very effective, this camp build. I think it really fits in with the wasteland. It almost looks like it was just put here to start with in the game. Like, you know, you could probably fool somebody with this into thinking that, oh, you just moved in, you didn't even do anything, this was a pre-existing location. But as you saw by me loading in the camp, that I started from just the guard shack itself and branched it out. And there's a lot of little subtle layers in this that, you know, all these signs here that just build up on the junk of the exterior wall. We've got the haunted house window boards merged in with the junk fences, with the concrete barriers, and just layer upon layer upon layer of defensive pieces that just really add to the junkiness of it. And then, you know, the chalkboards with the wall boards, window boards to make this wall on the other doorway of the guard shack. Yeah, it just all kind of comes together. And a neat little merge that I did in this. And there was like an old junk pile back here that I made. And in this junk pile we got like an old stove. And I remember seeing a picture on Reddit years and years ago. This abandoned piano in the forest. And it had a tree growing through it. And it kind of stuck with me. And I was like, you know what? I'd like to do that on here. And I didn't want the piano bench showing, so I kind of drop merged the piano down inside the stash box. And then I burned out the stash box with the flamethrower to make the piano vanish. And then I built a tree where the piano was. And then repaired the stash box to have this tree growing through my abandoned piano. out here in this junk pile of just garbage that was abandoned long ago by somebody who was passing through. Or I don't know how it got here. Just pile of junk. Just to add to the atmosphere of this build.
Hey.
It's a little bit of the insights and the thoughts into this build. And I will have a video coming out in the near future. I'm still writing the script for the lore portion of it. And I will have a full tutorial on how to build this in that video. So look forward to that. And yeah. I appreciate everybody who came out today, checked out the stream. I have missed all of y'all, and it is good to be back. I am going to go get some much needed not beauty sleep. No amount of sleep could fix this mug, I'll tell you that much. But I'm going to go get a little bit of rest, get my batteries recharged. It has been a pleasure. I do appreciate all of y'all. If you appreciate me, appreciate the channel, enjoyed what you saw. If you're new here, if you're not new here, welcome back. New here, welcome to the channel. Be sure to check out all my other videos if you haven't. And if you like them, drop a like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. You know, ring that bell notification. That way you get notifications every time I go live and drop a new video. Love to see you guys and gals. So, until next time, this is StoleYaSweetroll signing off. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day, happy building, have a safe weekend, and we will see you in the next video.